Who are you when times get hard? I am specifically speaking to a lot of guys in this generation. This generation seems like we're lost. That there's one side to the next. Which battles are we going to choose? It's so hard to figure out. But here's the battles that you actually need to understand. There's different categories in the times that we're living right now. Are you a strong physical man or are you a weak man? Most guys teeter on the spectrum. But then again, you also have people that have strong minds and weak minds. The dilemma with all of this is the generation of confusion, of understanding who do I need to be in order to make change in my life? Who do you need to make the change for? What are you going to do in order to become the change? The reason why a lot of times we find that the struggle is the most important thing that we go through as guys, as men, is because we become triumphant to the degrees that we never thought we could overcome. That's the reality. If you didn't know that, that's the reality. So I want to go into this. I don't want to speak on this because I want you to really understand who you are. When you look at this, see who you actually are. Are you a person that's going to go in depth of what happens when hard times hit you? Are you a person that is a strong mind and a strong body? Do you possess a strong physical body with a strong mind? Okay, why? What do you mean, like, do you possess these things? Most people understand a strong person and a strong mind. These are high caliber people. So I'm going to keep it at a minimum. Some guys are in the gym right now. You go to the gym, you work hard. Physique at the peak. He's reached peak person. But then again, you also have the person that is reading constantly, that is helping the community, that is doing certain things, that is elevating not only himself, but the people around him. These are the strong men and these are the strong-minded. Are you a person that do the things that is typically hard? Or do you find yourself in these situations that just hurt you? This is the reason why I really want people to get. Being a strong man and being a strong-minded person is so important for our society, because if you don't choose to become a person of this caliber, you're holding yourself out and you're lacking in a lot of areas. Doing the hard thing is reading, studying, making sure that your business is good. These things help you become this person. But we will decide and look at this strong man, this strong-minded individual, and start being like, oh my gosh, he's so off-putting because he knows himself, because he worked on himself this entire time, and you decided to look. A lot of times, a strong person, a strong-minded person, they intimidate a lot of people. This is what's wrong with the generation. This is what's wrong with men in today's society. We are being intimidated by strong men with strong minds, strong opinions, and being so fearful that we won't step out of our own comfort zone to become one of those caliber people. Because what it does is it's a reflection that you are not. That's why there's so many percentage, and we always talk about the high caliber people. They're at the 10%. These people are so high, and this. I'm gonna get to that. But I really want you to understand that some people can be weak physically and have strong minds. Now, you can probably understand the triumph. There's nothing wrong with this. But the only thing is protection. A lot of people will look at a weak physical body person and be like, how can they protect me but they're so smart? Well, what if I need help carrying multiple people through a burning building? No, call a fire brigade. No. I'm just saying, that's the reality that we're living in. You can be weak physically but have a strong mind. I always think about these people, and I think about philosophers and all the different-minded people that were led through so many different things because they weren't physically equipped. But they have a high IQ to get themselves out of certain situations, to put certain things into, enacting. I'm not saying it is wrong to be a weak man physically. But sometimes it gets to a point where you can literally upgrade yourself to becoming a strong man by literally working out. You already have the mind. You already have the mental fortitude to do the things that most people can't do. But you decide to be a person that says, I'm just going to be behind the computer. I'm just going to be a person that can solve problems. But one of the biggest problems that will literally elevate you is you becoming a strong man, a strong physical mind and body. But when times get hard, we also see people that are strong physically, but weak in the mind. There's been trials and different things that go on in a day-to-day basis. Are you typically a person that is a strong, physically built individually, but you have a weak mind? So how does that make sense? Okay. This is not a leader. He does not know how to lead. Oh, well, how do you know this? Because weak-minded people tend to sacrifice things that are pivotal to society and will literally sacrifice that thing just because they don't understand the thing, or they try to understand the thing and they just can't deal with it anymore. But it goes further than this. In hard times, you see strong men with these weak mindsets now become a disruption. You see these guys that walk out and they're so perverse and they're the toughest guy. And you think that they're a strong-minded individual. But as soon as they start speaking, you can see the fabrication of their entire mind just break. If somebody cuts you off, do you get mad at that quickly? Are you an individual that gets mad at certain things for no reason? Can you turn your anger off? Or is it strict 100 and that's my tempo? And if nobody understands me, that's just it. That's the problem. We have a lot of people that will confuse a strong physical-minded person, physique person, with a strong-minded individual. And they don't even hold this caliber. Because their mind is so weak in the fact of what they think about on a day-to-day basis. Is your mind only about girls 24/7? Are you constantly thinking about a girl 24/7? Are you constantly thinking about what can you do tonight? Are you constantly being outside, partying, doing all these different things? This is why a lot of guys do not get it. You can be in physical peak shape, but you will literally suffer because of the vices that you have. These weak-minded individuals can't turn off the lust, can't turn off the things that are, spending the most time. Those are the things that make you an individual that is becoming weaker by the moment. So when you get in hard times, you literally do not know what to do but to run back to your vices, run back to any vice that you have. But I'm physically fit. We don't need a society that's just physically fit and have a weak mind. A lot of you guys are physically fit, but have a weak mind because you think, oh, certain things happen for a reason, this, that, and the third. But let me tell you what's weaker than that. A weak man with a weak mindset. This bubble right here is a no-go. No matter of fact, this is a no-go. You have the elevation to move up. So for right now, this is a no-go. There's only one good answer right here. But a weak person, physically and mentally, will have tougher times. The solution for a lot of this, when you are in a caliber where you feel like, damn, I just feel weak. I'm not in the gym. I don't look good. I'm not doing the things that literally makes me become a better person. Oh man, I'm struggling mentally. I'm struggling with depression. I'm struggling with all these different things. Man, it's steps. When I say there's a weak man out here, physically, that he's just one step from becoming a strong man and a strong mentally man. He's only a step away. These individuals you may be weak mentally, but you're a step away from being, wait, hold on. You're a step away from actually being a strong-minded individual. But then again, you're just so close from just being here and going up here. You're so close from being a strong man with a weak mind and going to a strong-minded individual. It's concerning with how everybody's thinking nowadays because we find ourselves where everybody's so distracted. We're so distracted by people and the things that they do, and we just don't understand what's happening. But here's hard times. It's time for men to start stepping up to the plate. You are literally one step away from being a strong-minded individual, or 2 steps away. If you're weak physically, if you're weak mentally, you take the step, become more smarter. And then you take the next step, work on my physical. Or you take the step of working on my physical. Working on your mind. Yeah, I keep doing this wrong. You get me? So do something different and become a better person in hard times. Class is closed.